Hello, good evening, and welcome to the LFC Daytrippers. What are we doing this, Gav? A Fatback 4 special, would it?
Yeah, I just couldn't be arsed
Yeah.
making up another fucking
No,
name for show, to be honest with you, Keith.
that's cool. These are the little things that we don't bother. We don't let get in the way on the day trippers. We just like to put out good stuff. We don't worry about the small points and the details. But it's the Fatback 4 special of a Tuesday night. It's still international week. It's an awful state of affairs.
It's the longest 2 weeks of my life.
Since when are they squeezing? Who thought it was good to play 3 internationals now and fucking international breaks?
It feels like the longest international break of all time, and I include World Cups and that. It's just get me over it. It's still only Tuesday, isn't it?
So, are Liverpool playing again this month? When are we on again? Like
we play
month away.
5th of April.
We play Sunday. No, do we play Sunday now, or is it moved to Saturday because of we're in Europe?
God knows.
It's one of those days. We'll get to it by the end of the week.
We'll find out. Yeah,
Arsenal
we'll find out.
Anyway,
midweek internationals, nothing to talk about. So we said we would do another draft. Well, when I say we said we do another draft, the Discord group is absolutely flying at the moment. That we've just brought back, resurrected from the dead, like the Undertaker in WrestleMania. They thought it was down, and next thing, boom, he sits back up. So Discord is back up and running. I'm one of the listeners in there, Dynamo Kev, put in the suggestion about doing a draft. Look, we love doing drafts here. They're a bit of crack, and especially over the international break when there's nothing else to do. We said we do the draft. So I think, I could be wrong, is this our first draft? Or who's done drafts before? Gav, you've done a draft, have
I've done plenty of them.
You've done the drafts before. Gary, you haven't, have you?
I'm a draft virgin.
A draft virgin. Fair play. What about you, Pete? Is this your first draft as well?
I'm a first-timer.
First-timer as well. But look, they're a bit of laugh. We try not to take them too seriously, but it's just a bit of fun at the end of the day. So what we're going to do tonight, we said, before we start, the Discord group, it's flying there at the moment. If anyone's listening, get on and subscribe to the channel. Get into the website, get onto Discord. You'll find all the information that you need. And while we're there, Gav, we might as well say about the 10K giveaway. Today.
We tried to keep it quiet, and then we decided not to. So what we're doing is 10K subscribers. We're at 8,800 or something like that. But when we reach 10,000, we're giving away a PlayStation 5 with FIFA 21. So we've had people on going, how in the name of Jesus have you got your hands on one of them? To be perfectly honest, we don't have our hands on one of them yet. We have one waiting for us as soon as they come back into stock. We know a guy who knows a guy who knows another guy. And that's not off the back of a lorry, by the way. It's genuine. We just do know somebody involved with PlayStation. So as soon as they come back into stock in Ireland and they're actually available, not that they're not in stock, you just can't go and get them. So once it's made available, that you can go and click and collect or get a home delivery on them, we will absolutely have it. So it's a PlayStation 5 with FIFA 21, and as soon as we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're going to put all them names in a hat, or one of those random generators on Google that you find, and the winner will come out and it'll be shipped to them. So get subscribing, and as I said before, be cute about it. Don't just subscribe yourself. Tell your man all to do it. You know what I mean? Tell everyone to do it, and get the subscribers up. When it hits 10,000, we give this away, and then you never know. By the time we get to 10, we might have something else to give away, or we might do something for 15 or 20. So, it's just a bit of laugh, isn't it? And we'll get. I don't mind if you don't want to get us to 10K. I'll just get the PlayStation and keep it. It doesn't fucking bother me. Do you know what I mean? If we never get to 10K, I'll keep the PlayStation. But no, seriously,
21 might be out of fashion, but who knows?
Yeah. It'd be like handing over an Atari to somebody. No, look, it's something that we wanted to give back to people because the subscribers have constantly risen, and it's done organically. We haven't gone in any way to try influence our subscribers in any way. It's organic, it's built, and it builds slowly, and we're fine with that. The community we have is great, but we wanted to give something back, and we thought, you know what, when it gets to 10K, we could have easily just got a voucher for Amazon or something like that, but we said, no, here, what's the thing at the minute? It's a PlayStation, everyone wants them, so we're going to get our hands on one, and we're going to give it away to one of those subscribers.
Because we sound like that.
Well, sound most of the time.
Yeah, we do our best. We do our best.
We do.
But as we said, the new website is up and running. It's a great bit of work that Gav has put a lot of effort into, a lot of work. It looks the business, it looks great, but it's got links to everything in there. It's got links to all the shows that we're doing. It's got link into Discord. It's got a little bio of all the lads that are regularly on the shows. Well worth going in. It's lfcdt.com. Go in and have a look, and you won't regret it. It'll be the best thing you ever do. But anyway, tonight, lads, we're on here. We're doing a draft, and what we're going. Oh, before we move on as well, I see a couple of comments coming in there. I just want to mention about Claude from AFTV. Sadly, tragically passed away. A very popular fella, you know what I mean? He's done. I know a lot of people have done shows and that with him, and it's very sad to see what's happened. Just want to pass on our condolences here from the Daytrippers to anyone that knows him or anyone that's worked with him, any friends of Claude. He's gone through a hard time recently. We all sort of probably aware of the stories that have gone around. He seemed a nice fella, but you know, social media, the pitfalls of social media can be a dark and dangerous place. So we just want to say rest in peace to Claude.
And you know something? We're not going to pretend to know Claude personally. None of us do. Not that I'm aware of at the LFC Daytrippers. He's never been on our show. We've never been on his show, and you know, but it's something that he produces content similar to ours, and you know, regardless of what you thought of the bloke, or you know, when you see them on AFTV, all that sort of stuff, it's very, very sad when anyone passes away. But you know, to see a fella, you know, that did have problems, that's very well recognised. But to see somebody pass away like that, I think is it's hard to take for a lot of people. And me personally, you know, I know Grizz knows a couple of lads at AFTV, and on Grizz's behalf, more than mine or more than the LFC Daytrippers, I'd like to pass on our thoughts to everyone at AFTV, because you know, we have the banter with them and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he was a close friend of those people, and Grizz knows those people. So on Grizz's behalf, and he'll deal with himself on Thursday, I'm sure. But because it's happened today 100%. And stuff like that, on Grizz's behalf, I'd like to pass on our thoughts to Claude's family, but also everyone at AFTV.
Yeah, exactly. And
I think it's needless to say as well. You know, no amount of banter or no amount of rivalry is worth one human life. You know, let's not get into the circumstances, but I think it's important to point out.
Very much so.
You know, people out there just need to be nice to each other, and remember, it doesn't matter what people say or what they deem to represent. You know, just be nice to each other. It's getting. Social media is getting dirty and toxic. That's the word that Az is using. So let's be careful with each other, you know.
Indeed. So in any way, we'll get on. We'll have a little go at this draft. So what we're going to do, lads, yous are going to have, as I said, it was a suggestion put in by Dynamo Kev into the Discord group, and it's going to be 33 teams in the draft. 20 Premier League teams and 13 European teams that I've chosen. Now, don't worry. You know, I haven't picked any Romanian teams.
Route of Volgograd.
Yeah, no. If you've done your homework on Route of Volgograd, you probably wasted your time. You know what I mean? I would have said concentrate on the Belgian second division, and you'd be more in with a chance. But it's 33 teams. You know, there's not going to be many surprises in there. That are going to be fairly big teams. Each person is going to pick a number, and you're going to get a team. We're going to stick to a formation of 4-3-3.
Okay.
And when you pick your number, you get your team, you pick a player off that team. You can put him into your 4-3-3 formation. No restrictions on where you can put him.
And just from yourself, Gar and P, on the right-hand side of our screen, we have got private chat and comments. We all need to click on private chat now, don't we? So we can see the comments coming through.
That would be an excellent suggestion, Gav. Excellent suggestion, because we don't want the lads in the chat giving us all the names. Yeah, exactly.
We don't want
because well, you know, I don't want to get a list of Route of Volgograd players off you and try to claim that you got them all organically yourself. So we just need comments off, private chat on. Gar's taking it literally. He's gone off. He's just gone. But what we're going to do, lads, it's going to be a 4-3-3. You get a team, you pick a player from that team, you put him into any position you want on your team. But obviously, as it goes on, your positions will dwindle and the teams left will dwindle. Do you know what I mean? So try and think as tactically as you can. We won't say too much more than that.
Yeah,
we won't say too much more. But needless to say, there might be a surprise. And what we'll do at the end of it, we'll put the 3 teams onto the website, onto the Twitter. We'll do a little poll, see who comes out tops on that. Grizz isn't involved, which, I love when Grizz is involved in this, but he does have a tendency to hijack the poll. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the.
I said that social media has become toxic.
Pete's gone on to bleeding.
I'm back, lads. I just switched my Wi-Fi. Sorry.
Pete turns his camera off and leaves his mic on.
Apologies.
No worries. That's fine. We could hear you. Don't worry. Anyway, we're going to get started. So, you all understand what you're doing?
Yeah.
You're going to get a team. You're going to put a player in as it goes on.
Comments off, so we can't
comments
see
off. Exactly. Stuff. Comments off. That's what we want to see. So, Peter, I've randomly done this, right? So you're going to go first. Gav is going to go second, and Gard is going to go third. It's going to stay in that order. Okay. So, Pete, give me a number between 1 and 33.
27.
27. The first team out of the hat, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Oof. I will have from Wolves. I will have young Neto.
Good shit.
Young Neto, and you're going to put him into a right wing position, I would imagine.
I certainly am cutting in on that sweet. Well, he's 2-footed, so I'll stick him on the right wing up top.
No problem. Excellent choice. Gav, you're up next.
16, please.
16 takes out Inter Milan. A sexy foreign team. I like it.
I will have that lad, Lautaro Martinez.
Ooh, one of my favourites.
That'll do.
That's a nice little selection. That's it. Wrap it up. Gav's confident. Put it to the vote. Neto versus Lautaro versus nobody. Gar, who are you taking? Give me a number.
I'm going to go with my squad number 7.
Number 7. That's ironic. Ajax, a favourite of yours.
Ooh. I'm going to go with a young man who is very highly talked about, young Per Shores.
Not bad that.
Bombed out a bit at Ajax. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm gonna go on his potential.
Yeah.
He's a good player in fairness. I think you've the other big one that you could have gone with there, Kieran Thorne is thrown in is
Gravenberch, would have been a good shout. But I'm just afraid I don't want to be jumping too early into that midfield section. I've only got 3.
And that's it. Yeah, you want to box off the key positions. It's a good tactic. But yeah, Shores and Gravenberch, I think, are the ones you need to be looking at Ajax. But that's one of the boys off the board. So we come back around to Peter. Peter gives another number there, please.
6.
Number 6 is Liverpool.
Oh my God!
I will have Virgil van Dijk. Thank you very much. And that's the end of the pod. I win. Knowledge is the bomb.
A chance. Where do you see when I stick Lindelof in beside you?
Got one leg at the moment.
Gav, back to you.
I will have number. What did I pick? Give us 24.
24. Leeds.
Oh, okay. I'll have Rafinha off Leeds.
On the right wing.
Yeah.
Is he right wing? He plays on the right, doesn't he?
Plays on the right, yeah. I'll have Rafinha. Another player that's the talk at the moment, isn't he, around Liverpool are meant to be interested. Good player. Very, very good player.
Long-term replacement for El Hadj Diouf.
El Hadj Diouf. Jesus. El Hadj, he gets a raw deal. Yeah, he gets a raw deal.
It's true.
Rafinha seems to be the name in the chat, lads. That's getting a lot of the love. But Laura Duffy threw in. Also, Phillips would have been a shout.
Laura Charles Phillips.
In fairness, Laura, Calvin Phillips was the first fella that popped into my head, but then I heard Garrett in my head going, midfield, don't go mad on them, so that's where I kind of went away from that. He's a smashing player, by the way, an absolute smashing player.
Quality, absolute quality.
a great player. And just to clarify as well, it's current players at the teams. People are putting in the chats, you know, only joking, I'm sure, Mark Viduka and all, but it's current players, just to be just to be clear.
Billy Bremner.
Yeah, that's it. The late great Jack Charlton, who's in vogue as well, a Leeds legend. So on to the next one. We are up to guard again.
We're gonna go number 2, please.
Number 2, Aston Villa.
Oof. I'm gonna go all out on this one. I'm gonna pick Grealish.
Where do you want to put him in your midfield? Yeah, or on the wing?
He goes into my wing. Yeah, I'm gonna put him out to the left hand side. Yeah.
Somewhere out there in Twitterland, Jamie Holm is running circles around his living room. Delighted.
I'll tell you, if he sticks Thiago in the same team as him, we won't hear him Jamie all week.
Thiago's gone, unfortunately. The LFC are out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's out of the equation. But yeah, nice choice. Our guys going with the Shores and Grealish so far. We've got P has Virgil van Dijk and Pedro Neto, and Gav is going with Rafinha and Lautaro. It's shaping up nicely so far, lads. But you're getting some big teams here, in fairness. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Back to Peter.
Number 1.
Number 1, Crystal Palace.
Jesus wept.
There's only one player you're going to pick on.
Yeah, but
Kelly, the obvious one. He was supposed to score in January.
No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take Wilfred Zaha, I guess.
Wilfred Zaha playing on.
I can't believe he didn't pick Sacco.
No.
I thought you were going to go for that Eze, lad.
Eze, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout as well.
Who's the lad that takes all the penalties? He's not a bad player.
Milivojevic.
Milivojevic, yeah.
No, but I'll stick with Zaha.
Does he last the game, Milivojevic, anymore? And he constantly gets booked. If you're ever betting on him to be booked, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, he does love a card.
Loves it. I think he asked the referee for it. He gets that many.
Can't function without it. You need to get it done early doors.
Ref, I'm getting hooked in 5 minutes here. You better get that card out.
It's all for the adrenaline.
He must, I reckon he plans his Christmas around it. You know the way you can see those where the people say like, he has 3 games off now for Christmas. I reckon
Neymar.
Listen, I'm not going into that. Stop. I'm not going into that. Stop it.
This year again, without fail, Neymar gets time off for his sister's birthday.
Right.
What a man. But the Zaha shout was popular in the comments in the chat as well, lads. A couple of mentions for Eze. 3 worlds going for Gary Cahill. So I'm assuming that might be a joke, but you never know, because you might be thinking tactically here. He's going a lot of attacking players getting wheeled out now, you know.
I got Wilf on the other side.
Going with Wilf. Good choice. Gav, back to you.
Number 20.
PSG.
Jesus.
Oh, now it gets interesting.
Hate you.
Kylian Mbappe, please.
Has to be, doesn't it?
What a
Van
Dijk that is.
Van Dijk pockets him. Not worried about that.
That's your forward line done, Gav.
That's it. That's me done.
Now, in fairness, I don't think you can have many complaints about a front 3 of Rafinha, Lautaro, and Mbappe.
No,
if I'm being honest,
you can't. But I know what's coming later, so I'll probably end up with Tony Cascarino up front or something like that. So
yeah, well, I wouldn't say that. I
would. I know what you're like.
Look, we won't. We'll cross that bridge if we come to it.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Gar, back to you.
I'm gonna go number 9, Keto.
Number 9. Here we go. West Brom.
Dort.
Lads, me internet's going.
Romain Sawyers.
Are you serious?
He's a decent player.
West Brom.
Let's go away.
I like your man Gallagher off West Brom.
Yeah, there's only really him, isn't it?
Romain Sawyers. I'd go.
The fella up front is good.
Which one?
I can't remember his name now. But
the wingy left years ago.
No, not him. He's he's in the QPR car park.
Yeah, he's still waiting.
No, yeah, man, he gave for United an awful time, didn't he? I can't remember his name now. So I can't see the chat. So maybe someone in the chat says it.
Pereira, was it? Mateus Pereira?
No, he's good.
Yeah, he's
It's
not
the front
bad.
man. The front fella.
Scored a couple of goals at Old Trafford. I
Yeah,
think.
he has. He scored a couple, and he missed a great chance against United as well at the back.
Lads in the
Right on.
chat, throw names in because I'm only getting Pereira, Diangane.
That's him. That's him.
Brady Diang. Are you sure he's the winger?
Dean
don't
Garner.
know.
He's playing up front. And it doesn't even. It's not even spelled like Dean Garner the way you would say it. It's him. That's him.
Are you sure? Well, anyway, I think. So who we going with, Gar? Sorry.
I might just go out on this one and throw Gallagher in, but he goes in the midfield, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Liam Gallagher.
Are you going with him?
Do you know what? I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with Gallagher in midfield. There's no one in midfield yet, so
No. For a man that was saving their midfield spaces, you didn't think you'd be wasting one of them on a West Brom here, did you?
yeah, I just chose the wrong number there. I thought you'd give me someone juicy for the number 9. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
It's the way the balls bounce, boys. That's the way the balls bounce. So, back to Peter.
16.
16 is gone.
Gone.
Okay. What isn't gone? So I didn't hear anyone say 14.
14 is okay.
Yeah, that's okay, yeah.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Still a lot there.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough.
Newcastle United.
Can we? Not that we help, but can we throw a few names out just to?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
But Saint Maximin
One of
is
the West Brom before we
Yeah,
move
so
on.
Maximin jumps out at me.
Yeah, he's certainly not many options there. But before we do move on, a lot of people threw Sam Johnson into the chat for West Brom, which may have been a pick to go
I
for.
was thinking of a keeper. I think there's better keepers to come.
Yeah, if you get the choice, you could end up with the Sheffield United lad. Again, Sam Maxima is getting a lot of the heat into the chat. A lot of people are saying
But
if you were going for Isaac Hayden, but
it would kill more as a centre back. Yeah, not bad. I'm thinking more of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper wasn't bad. Tell you what, I'll go Lascelles.
Have a good run for you.
Lascelles, the centre back.
Jamal Lewis.
Is there any chance of Gareth sitting up straight so we can see him?
no.
Right.
There we go.
Well, lucky that he has a light on. In fairness,
No,
that's true.
I'm gonna go with Lascelles at centre
you're
back.
going for Lascelles.
Yeah.
Nice.
Andy Carroll,
Jamie Hammond like that.
Callum Wilson as well. It's getting a lot
Callum
of love.
Wilson.
But you would be literally filling your front line then for Callum Wilson. It'd be a bleeding. Be a risk. You're going for Lascelles at the centre of the defence.
Yeah, with
alongside
Virgil van
Virgil
Dijk.
van
They'd
Dijk.
be good together.
I think they would. Lovely couple.
Who threw in the left back? Lewis, good show.
Yeah,
I said
Lewis
that,
is a good
yeah.
shout. Sean Longstaff getting a shout there. Owen Burke threw in Carl Darlow. I think it's about 5 goalies there. They
Decent
seem to
keeper,
really
yeah.
chop and change them a lot, don't they? But however, so that's Peter done. Gav, back to you.
Number 31, please.
41, Southampton. Oh, when the Saints
Okay.
go
I will
marching in.
have,
The fella with the double barrel name. Free kick taker.
Minamino.
Ward-Prowse.
Shane's
I like
Ward
him.
Prowse.
He's the best player for me, Gav.
Yeah, he is a good player.
Ryan Bertrand.
Danny
No.
Ings.
No, I can't pick a forward.
He's yes, forward line is
yeah,
full.
sorry
Forward line is
sorry
full.
about that.
I'm trying to think.
Vestergaard is getting a lot of
Vestergaard.
lot of
is
love
head.
into the.
No, I'll take Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to go
Delivery of a
Ward-Prowse
football.
there, wouldn't you? Yes. With a front line like you have, someone that's getting the ball into them
He's
quick.
the new Charlie Adam.
Yeah, it's a compliment, I'm sure.
Of course it is. Charlie Adam's a legend.
See, yeah, it's funny you're seeing him getting mentioned. Someone putting up about when he signed for
Aguero.
us. Ollie Holt was saying,
Holt, wasn't it?
Sergio Aguero is a good signing for Man City, but Charlie Adam could be the signing of the season.
People forget the season that he had with Blackpool.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Very good,
He
yeah.
walked on water, like, for
He was
Blackpool.
brilliant. He was brilliant. Yeah, he was it.
Hugely flawed, but we were blinded by the set pieces, weren't we? And it just never played and happened.
Usually fat, to be honest.
True. Very
That's
true.
the problem.
Indeed. So, Gar, what back to you?
I'm going with 21 Keita.
Man United.
Oh.
Oh, so I don't go any of that back four straight away.
Sure.
Muck.
Yeah, no, you're grand, thanks.
You need a penalty taker, don't you?
I'm going with Fernandes.
It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
Do you know when United came out, do you know what? And I was on a podcast last night and we got talking about United. I would have picked Van der Beek straight away.
I love him, Gav, but just on form.
I can't understand. And we were having a chat about it last night about Van der Beek. And I think he's the ultimate player that's being affected by the limitations of his manager. Because that manager is clearly 4-2 in front and hope the front four do something and stick to that. And we're going on about brilliant counter-attacking football, but when you actually look at it, they're so limited in what they do. They're afraid to actually break glass and put Van der Beek in there. He's their best midfielder. He's their fucking best midfielder. And I can't...
His movement is off the charts.
And it's not even that. He presses, he passes, he gets beyond the forward.
Very clever with the ball.
Clever with the ball. He makes good runs in the box. He's actually, if he wasn't at Manchester United, I think he'd be number
perfect
one on the
list
for us if Wijnaldum was leaving. That's the truth of it.
Totally agree.
Mad. Absolutely
It
mad.
doesn't. It just goes to show when they signed them. It was a mad signing when they signed Donny van der Beek because it wasn't a position that they ultimately needed. Do you know what I mean? Like
it was a signing for me that because Jadon Sancho wasn't happening, they had to throw something on the table.
Yeah, and because they had the connection with
Van der Sar as well, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, it was the United connection with Van der Sar, and it's take him on, and it's a great sign, and it's another example of no forward thinking by Manchester United because.
No,
it just doesn't make any sense.
What I did hear at the time that there was a fierce rumor. Obviously, United were looking around for at several positions as sporting directors and stuff like that, and there was a rumor that he was trying to push because he'd known it was coming up. Hence, I'm pushing him going there and him thinking he was going to step into that role and obviously get a bit of wedge of it. Yeah. But it's just not happened well for him, is it?
It's true because at the time he done a letter, didn't he? A thing Van der Sar did like about what a great club and institute that he's going to, and it just hasn't worked out. It's madness. But I think Gav, you're right there that he's a player that's not suited to a manager. Like
it's just mad because when I look at United, and we're getting way too much into this, I'd say, but when I look at it, I'm thinking like I like McTominay, right? But if it was me, I'd be saying, listen, I'm just going to stick McTominay at the base of that midfield, and I'm going to get Van der Beek, and if Pogba has to go, fine. But I put Van der Beek and another player in that mould where they're going to work hard for it, they're going to be well in the shape, but when they get it, they protect it, they use it well, and they get up the pitch. It's just because their forward line is so detached from the rest. He can't gamble in that middle of midfield, and Van der Beek is the victim. If I was him, I'd be out there as quick as I fucking could, and there'd be loads of clubs in England and abroad that would be all over.
Yeah,
and
I'd be shocked if he's there next year.
Well, the thing is, I'd love him at Liverpool, but it's never going to happen because he's at Manchester United.
Unless he goes somewhere else first, like a Benfica or back to Ajax, you know.
Yeah, it's a mad one, but I feel a bit sorry for him because I think he's a smashing player.
He's a good player. He's a good player. But Gar goes with Bruno Fernandes, and you can sort of see the logic in that as well. The greatest signing in Premier League history, apparently,
ever.
Which was, nice. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, we're back to you, Peter.
19.
Fulham.
Fucking hell, man. I'll tell you what.
That's worse than West Brom.
I'm going with Albert Lukman. Without
Lukman.
Right. Okay.
As he's a smashing player. This is a smashing player. I'm putting him in the middle of the park. Well, hopefully I'm going to draft a better team next to shine it up. But there's not many better performers than that young lad this season. Delighted that Everton let him go for nothing. He's fantastic.
I think he's really good.
He is very good.
If you told me tomorrow that Jorginho Wijnaldum was being replaced by him, I'd say happy days.
In the middle of the park.
He's a winger.
What are you putting him? He's a winger.
I love him in the middle of the park. I'd be putting him in the middle of the park. I can't play him.
You're going for a midfield three.
No, actually, I'm going for 3. So I'll put him on the right of centre. Yeah.
The right of centre. Okay. Straight away, there's space to be had in Pete's team, lads. If you're going up against it, there's a weak spot there. Ademola Lookman is leaving his position vacant. So it would be interesting to see who you've got in behind them there, Pete.
No.
But some of the names getting thrown in there. There's actually a few Fulham names. Frank Zamba Anguissa is getting thrown in a fair bit, and he's a good player. He looks good since he's come back. He looked a bit of a stock in the shite when they first signed him, but he's improved and he's come back well from a loan spell. The centre back
Anderson's been good, hasn't he?
Joachim Anderson is getting a show. He's been good.
That American young lad,
which is nice. Nice for Rodney. The American lad.
Goalkeeper.
Who's the keeper there?
ex-PSG boy.
The nipple.
Yeah, Variola.
Could have thrown him in there and got rid of your keeper, you see.
How many goals he conceded this year?
I don't know, but there's 10 other fellas in the pitch.
Former PSG and Real Madrid. Nice CV.
I don't know, Jordan Pickford.
Lookman anchored the midfield
for Sunderland, didn't he?
Yeah, but Lookman anchored the midfield for Fulham. Maybe the issue around him conceding so many goals as well, Pete, to be fair.
I love him. I think
he's a fabulous player. Yeah, I think there's way more to him.
Yeah, he is good. He is good. Anthony Robinson getting a shout. Is that the lad you're thinking of? The left back.
Reid as well, isn't it, man? Bobby Reid.
Yeah, there's some really good players there. Tete getting a shout. They have for a low ranking team. They're not that bad for them. I think obviously they've not underachieved, but they took a while to settle in.
It was the naivety at the start of the season.
Yeah,
they were trying to play out from the back. Now, there's all very well playing out in the back, but this was ridiculous. I was watching them. I think it was Everton they played, and my Jesus, it was like watching 4 Bambi on ice at the back trying to pass it around, and they were just getting picked up all the time.
They could have won that game.
I think it was actually it was one of the Premier League games on the BBC, if I remember right. But no, they've got better. I'm fair play to Parker.
They certainly have. Gav, well, back to you.
Number 12.
Number 12.
Well.
Holy moly.
Juventus.
Juventus.
I'm getting the Italian teams. Bit of a fix going on here.
If anyone has their phone near there, just pull it away from your laptop or whatever. Juventus.
Who have we got to send that back, Gav?
I'm gonna go with the lit. Please.
Yeah, the late I would expect, yeah.
Or Bonucci.
No, I'll go with the lit.
Demiral's a good centre back for them as well.
Yeah, he is, but I've seen more of the lit, so
yeah. Well, the Ligt is good, yeah. He's getting a lot of push in the chat as well. The Ligt, Buffon, the Bala got a shout, but
I'm full of strikers.
Yeah, and even if you were to try and put him in as a midfielder, you might find it very attacking.
Well, I'm trying to be balanced here, because when these go to a poll, if you just throw 3 attacking midfielders in the midfield, people go, looks great, but it won't work. So I'm trying to go on.
You have to think of that. You have to think of that.
Yeah.
Now, Gar, give me a number.
Give me number 8.
Number 8. Man City.
Oh my God. City and then United and then City.
I'm gonna get through.
I'm gonna. Young Kev is going in.
Kev De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Second best player in the league after Virgil van Dijk. Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's not bad. I'm happy enough with that midfield now.
You're happy enough, after the trauma of Conor Gallagher. You're happy enough now that.
Yeah, I think he can mind them two very well. Do you know that?
Yeah, it does look quite balanced, and that's what we have to.
What's his three?
We have to be looking at. He's got
Conor Gallagher, Fernandez, and De Bruyne.
Gallagher has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, he also has Jack Grealish in the front.
He likes a bit of dirt in there. He'll put the foot in for you. He'll do all the donkey work in there. I'm very happy with that.
Probably feels like a lotto winner right now.
Very true. So just to recap, so far we've got Pete has a centre back pairing of Virgil van Dijk and Lascelles. What's his name? Jamal Lascelles.
Jamal. Yeah.
He's got an outrageous selection of Ademola Lookman in his midfield, and 2 wild players of Pedro Neto and Wilfred Zaha. You could have put Lookman in the wing and moved one of them in centrally, but we'll We'll leave you
Still
through
can.
it. You still can, yeah.
I'm the manager.
you
Do what I
can't.
like.
No, you
Gareth Southgate does what he likes.
the choices, your decision is made. Then we have Gav has finally got a defensive player in there with Matthias de Ligt in at centre back. He's got James Ward-Prowse in his midfield, but he's got a sexual chocolate front line of Rafinha, Mbappe, and Lautaro Martinez. Very exciting front line, Gav. I'm not going to lie, the lads.
Come here, Keith. I'm just going to say, Gav's gone with a few hipster choices by his own words in past WhatsApp group conversations. I'm just throwing it out there.
It must be said.
On who? On who? Who was the hipster choice?
Yes.
Young Matthias did it.
The Lit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Lit's fine. No
You
problem.
have
All your
slaughtered him.
choices.
You have
No, I've not
absolutely
slaughtered him.
Levi's boot-cut him for years in there.
You'll need
when
to
he
find the
came into
evidence.
that Ajax
That is
squad.
outrageous. Keith, get the solicitor on
Absolutely
the phone.
507 them you have.
No, not at all. Not,
Cornflakes for lunch.
no, you're thinking of Varane. Varane, you're thinking of.
No, you hipster.
I'd play 3 at
you.
the back. I'd play 3 at the back before picking Varane. Being honest with you.
you
The
go,
most
there you
overrated centre back you've ever seen.
Send them to the Olympics. I agree.
I'm glad the chat isn't on there. Where do you see them all going mental at that? Whose turn is it?
The fans.
Lads, so we've got 5 selections each. So what I'm going to do now is, Pete, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Right. Who scored Luxembourg's goal against Ireland?
Oh, was his name Fernandez? Something Fernandez? Or Rodriguez?
Yeah, well.
Final answer.
Yeah, good show.
Rodriguez.
Gerson Rodriguez is correct. Very nice, Pete. Very nice. That's 1 point for you.
Oh, what did the points get you?
Gav,
Yeah.
which American bought Aston Villa in 2006?
Oh, for
Easy.
fuck's sake.
Bill Gates. No, he's a credit card company owner.
Donald Trump.
Easy.
Yeah.
MBNA was his company. Easy.
I don't know.
You giving
I don't
up?
know. I don't know who bought them. No, I don't know.
Pete, who's it?
Randy Lerner.
Correct.
Oh, Randy Lerner. Jesus, yeah, now I know.
Disaster.
Now that you say it, now that you
Yeah,
mention
now
it.
you just mention it, yeah, and I'm fucked now because I know I'm no points in this and I know my team's going to get dismantled.
Not necessarily. Gar, which former PSG player scored 14 goals in 100 Premier League games? No, sorry, in 100 games for Bolton Wanderers.
Easy.
PSG 14. JJ.
Correct.
Okocha.
Right.
40 nutmegs though. Fella was magic.
He's allowed that.
Oh, he was
That's
magic.
it. That's it. He
player.
sure was. He sure was.
He lost 4 million quid in a Nigerian bank. He lost most of his career earnings towards the end.
Through an email, like, you don't know how much money.
I think it was one of his cousins.
That's happened to me as well before.
No,
Yeah.
seriously. He was done for 4 million quid towards the end of his career.
Jesus Christ.
But you know what? It's Alex Iwobi's his nephew, isn't he? And it's like nearly the Jordi Cruyff course. He gets compared to JJ Okocha. It's very harsh, totally
listen.
different player, and
Good luck with that.
he's not as good as his uncle. Totally different player. Very, very
I'd say JJ
Ball.
Okocha is the greatest
Yeah.
Nigerian player of all time.
yeah.
Nobody better. Even Finidi George.
Finidi
JJ Okocha.
George,
Sunday
Kanye.
Olise.
And it was been, yeah.
Say that 94 to 98 Nigerian team with some great
Remember,
players.
didn't Finidi George rock up our Ipswich at one stage?
Ipswich,
Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah,
did, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Played for Ajax, didn't he? He went from
Yeah.
Ajax
Yeah.
to
He did.
Ipswich.
Yeah.
In that great Ajax team. The standout
He
performance.
came under Borley, didn't he?
Yeah.
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 Standout. Him and Martin Reiser on either side.
Yeah.
Absolutely tore the Premier League
that
apart.
Ajax team. It's nearly worth a podcast on its own if we were into that sort of thing. They were an
Well,
absolute
I'm not,
smashing
so
squad.
I'll have that
Well, I
night
wasn't
off,
talking
if
to you. I was
that's
talking to the other 2 lads. I knew you
Alright.
wouldn't have been.
Nah,
It's not your bleeding.
I'm
vintage.
off to get a credit card off the MBNA.
Yeah. Randy, meow mucker. Right. Back to Peter. Who was the oldest outfield player in England's Euro 2004 squad?
Oldest outfield player. Was this post Teddy Sheringham?
Well, I can't tell you.
2004. Surely it was.
So outfield player.
2004. Outfield player. Was one of the returning internationals, was it? 2004. Shit, you've got me now. Is there any clues? Any clues going?
He's English.
Oh, that's a great thing. So let me see. David Beckham would have been 30 at the time and still in the squad. So who was older than David Beckham? Maybe Sol Campbell. Was Sol Campbell still in the squad? Teddy Sheringham wasn't in the squad. He was finished by then. Let me guess. I'll guess it. I'm going to say Paul Scholes.
Oh, incorrect. Anyone want to hazard a guess?
Outfield.
I think it'll be a centre half.
Or fullback. Garrett South now. Shit, 2004.
2004. It's a tough one. That's so pan, isn't it?
Martin Keown.
Was he still there? 2004.
Yeah, it's not a bad one, yeah. I would have gone with him. I thought Adams was still there, was he?
Keith's not telling us.
No, I'm not telling you. Teddy Sheringham is the answer I have.
Oh, hang on. I said Teddy Sheringham first.
I know.
No, you didn't.
We'll
You
have to
said,
check it
oh,
out.
damn it.
We'll have to
You
check
said,
it out.
oh,
You
was
ruled
Teddy
Teddy Sheringham out straight away.
I said
Hold on.
a couple of Sheringham.
Did you just ask that question and then look up the answer?
No, I got the answer off something, but I'm doubting myself now because I think
I did say Teddy Sheringham.
He seemed to be finished by then, but that's the answer I was given. He may not have played, would have been named in the squad.
I did say Teddy Sheringham. And
People
Yeah,
in
but
the
then you
chat
moved
will
away from
correct me on that.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because if I've made a balls with Pete, you still don't get a point. So
Won't make a
zero
difference.
for
We won't
you.
tell you till in the morning.
Exactly, and you should have the comments turned off. So you know.
No, I can't see
Won't
them.
know. You won't know any different. But that's the answer I got. Jamie Hone gave me these answers. Remember, Jamie done the quiz and they were all wrong.
Yeah, but that's because he ran Kellogg's and asked him a lot of football questions. That was good. In fairness to Jamie, he recovered well that night because he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this website? Everything is wrong on it." It was mad.
Yeah, but like I said, that could be wrong, but it's just the answer I was given from the website I was on. So
I think what made you check it was when I said was Teddy Sheringham gone by then. I thought
you did, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, was Teddy Sheringham gone? Yeah. So anyway, that's the incorrect answer or the correct answer. Who knows? Gav, we'll move on before I get pulled up. Which Australian defender made 279 Premier League appearances for teams including Everton, West Ham, and Blackburn?
Easy. You should know
Everton.
this, Gav. I think you cleaned his boots, no? You must
Everton.
No.
He just said including Everton.
No, just after your time, Gav. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Premier League defender that made 270 appearances for teams including Everton, West Ham, and Blackburn.
Yeah.
Somebody name checked.
Update.
Earlier
Teddy
on.
Sheringham wasn't in the squad.
No. So
what answer did you give me?
I said
Paul
Paul
Scholes.
Scholes.
Still wrong. It was Sol Campbell. So I'm okay.
So-
I'm
Yeah,
vindicated.
would have got it.
I'll sleep tonight.
Well, for Blackburn and West Ham, I think Lucas Neal played for both of them.
Or Reid. Bobby Reid, was it? No.
The West
Winston
Ham.
Reid.
Winston
Did
Reid. yeah.
you an Australian defender?
Because West Ham, it's not Ryan Nelson, obviously, but West Ham, Blackburn, Everton. I don't remember Winston Reid playing for Everton, but
No, but Winston Reid, did he not play for New Zealand?
He's from New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, New Zealand, yeah.
This is Australian, isn't it?
oh, Australia. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Australia.
Australian
That changes
defender.
things. Oh,
Yeah,
it's Tony
Dennis said
Vidmar.
it.
No?
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not.
Not Tony Vidmar. No.
No, I was gonna say. No, Brett Emerton played
I
for.
like how Pete's helping out here when the ramifications could be catastrophic.
Okay. Is it? It's Tony Vidmar. Must be. No.
I don't think Vidmar played for. The Everton one's thrown me.
Yeah.
The Everton is thrown me.
would-
Is
You
this
know
Premier
what's
League?
thrown
Is
me
it,
as well. I'm gonna have to check this.
is this? Is this?
I like Jamie.
When you said West Ham and Blackburn, I thought Lucas Neal because I think he played for both.
That would have been the one I would have gone for.
Not Everton though.
No, he didn't play for Everton. That's what I'm worried about here. Because Lucas Neal stood out straight away as black because he's the fella that does Carragher. when he played
Well, I'll
for
tell
Blackburn.
you, this player has also played for Sydney FC. Has also played for Omoye
Hold on,
Ardija.
but he's played for Everton.
Yeah.
An Australian defender.
Yeah.
Got me now.
Yeah, you have. With the Blackburn and West Ham thing was Lucas Neal straight away.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And is this Premier League, Heath?
Yeah.
It is Premier League. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's American. He's American.
No,
Go with your gut. Go with your instinct.
The
You
only
said
one I
Lucas
have is
Neal.
Lucas Neal. That's
I think it
because
is Lucas Neal.
That's all I have, but I don't remember Lucas Neal playing
I
for
think
Everton.
Lucas Neal was in the Everton squad, but never played. Something stupid like that. Did he come to Everton?
I go
before?
Lucas Neal because I don't have any of that name.
Correct. Lucas Neal.
It is near.
He didn't play for
12
Everton.
games for Everton. Played
Did
12,
not?
12
12,
games.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did,
in
yeah.
2009, 2010.
Can never remember him playing for Everton.
After he was at West Ham. So he left West Ham and he went to Everton for a year. Don't fuck all, went to Galatasaray after that.
That's
Lucas Neal.
mental. That's because
that's what Everton does.
I have no recollection of Lucas Neal playing for Everton. I can see him in a Blackburn jersey and I can see him in a West Ham jersey, but not.
That's why I
but not
celebrated when he said Blackburn and West Ham, Pete. That's what
Yeah.
I said. That's Neil
Yeah,
all day.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I'll take
no,
the point
Everton
though.
as well. So I knew Everton would be
I'll take the
there.
point.
Take Pete's one if it's going as well.
No, I've got two.
No, you've got one.
I've got one
You
head
get
case.
Teddy Sheringham. You got that one wrong.
That was Sol
Yeah, you
Campbell
got-
anyway.
Yeah, it was Saul Campbell. You
Hold on,
said
he said Paul Scholes, right? He's
Yeah.
claiming to say Teddy Sheringham. They're both wrong. And
Yeah, true.
I mentioned Sol Campbell at some
And I
stage.
never
You
said
mentioned
Sol
loads of
Campbell. No, I
them,
didn't
okay?
say Sol Campbell.
He was only
You
short
said
to
Sol
mention David James.
You did
Yeah.
say Sol Campbell. You
Was he in
said
the
maybe
squad?
Sol Campbell.
Steve McLaren.
Oh, did I? No, well.
Steve.
Look, don't worry, Pete. Don't worry. You'll learn. And Gar, as of 2020, who was the only Brazilian to manage in the Premier League?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's easy.
2020.
Think Chelsea, mate.
What?
Think Chelsea.
I'm having a complete mind blocker.
Easy.
Sorry.
Not a young man.
Tell Pete's a virgin to these drafts and on quizzes and all. He's just giving answers away willy-nilly.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Why can't I have a complete mind blocker?
Can I steal? Can we steal for a point?
No.
No. I should have let you steal earlier on, but I didn't, so it'd be a bit harsh to do it on the
Make
last
sure he
one,
hasn't
so-
got them
You
comments
get
on.
it. You get it. He's
Yeah.
going to get it.
Go on now. I can't. I'm having a complete block here.
Big
Lads.
Phil, mate.
Scolari.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
Scalarity.
Phil Scolari.
Sake.
So at the end of that round, that's all we have. A few questions. You've all got one answer right each, which is,
I feel
Probably.
like I answered so many more.
you answered loads of questions, Phil, but only,
No.
two of them were yours,
Pete
and
read-
one of them was
Pete read
wrong.
out
And
the,
you only
um,
got 5 answers for one of them.
Pete read out the Euro 2004 squad for England. That's why
Yeah.
it took so long.
You felt like it was. You felt like you got more right. I understand. That's fine. Anyway,
Claiming 3 right answers for that England one he is.
yeah,
I'm claiming 4.
Yeah.
you get the 1 point each. Don't worry, Pete. At 1 point, it could be very crucial for you later.
It will
on, so
be
don't
when
worry
people
about
try to steal Van Dijk. It ain't happening.
But it won't be Luckman anyway.
that. Yeah. Right, Peter. Back to you. Give me a number.
Did anybody take 20?
20 is gone.
No.
Gone.
Yeah, 20's gone.
22?
Arsenal.
Oh, very good.
okay.
He's back on it.
Oh, a little bit
Nice.
better than Fulham, West Brom, Shrewsbury Town. I will take from Arsenal. What do I need?
Take
It's a toss-up
a
between-
Birmingham and play him at right full, P.
It's a toss-up between.
He has a vacancy at centre forward.
I do, but it's a toss-up between Auba and maybe young Odegaard, to be honest with you. Good job, Becky.
Chris Brack saying Pete's going full Trump. I got all the answers right.
Drink that bleach. Drink it. I'll go with Auba up top. Might as well.
It's a shame he didn't go for bleeding
Saka.
Odegaard in your midfield. Your midfield would have been horrendous.
Saka
no,
should have been the
no,
one.
I can't do that.
Saka in
Yeah,
the left
Saka's a
back.
good shout, Gav.
I was going to go Saka, but
I'd have went Saka in the left full there all day
going on
long.
with that midfield.
Right.
Gav,
Can I have number 28, please?
number 28. Rangers.
Rangers.
What are they doing here?
Oh,
Should have been European royalty.
I will have off Rangers.
Fredo Morelos, you can't have him.
No,
because
I'm not
you're
having
full
him.
goals
He's
gone.
fucking so overrated. It's untrue. I'll have the right back Tavernier or whatever way.
18 goals, hasn't he?
Loads of assists, takes
Hates a
pens,
Takes free kicks as well.
and what he's doing playing for up in that league is beyond me, to be honest. Because he's actually a really good athlete. He's a good player. So I'll have him.
A few names getting thrown in there. We've got Ryan Kent getting a few mentions, but Gav's front line is already taken. Joe Aribo and Glenn Kamara, the midfield lads, getting thrown in. Connor Golson, Georgie Hadji's young fella.
No, I'll tell you who's really good for them. I'll tell you who's really good for them. And this is watching them 3 or 4 times. Usually
Ryan
Celtic. No, the left back.
Barn, what's it?
The kid, Gav, is it?
Barisic.
Varisic.
Barisic scores a lot of goals, doesn't
And
he?
he's some left foot on him. Yeah, he's a good player.
I'd have Ryan Jack. He's a good player.
Ryan Jack's a good player.
Jack's
As
good.
Dan J says, Tavernier literally can't defend, so it's not probably the best in there. But
Well, he's playing in a team that's
You've
conceded
got nearly
about 6
20
league
goals
goals.
from
Yeah.
Ryan Jack.
So
he's
he must
done
be
all
able
right.
to defend.
He's done okay. He's the captain as well, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's
Building
about 25 goal involvements this season. So
Yeah.
you know why he's in this
He'll
team.
take that. Yeah, he'll take that. He's only in there to feed Rafinha, Lautaro.
He's only in
and
there
Mbappe
in case
anyway.
one of the 3 front lads have a day off, a night off, a bad night. He'll just pop up and belt a few in.
Yeah.
That kid Patterson's good as well, isn't he?
Yeah, they've a good few young fellas there waiting to burst through, don't they? Be interesting to see what happens with Gerrard, whether he stays there or whether he moves on.
He stayed there for another year or two. He wanted crack at the Champions League.
I think he does.
Yeah, I think
I think he does 1 year and then he looks for
1 year.
2 seasons somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then he's banging down the door at Anfield, I think.
Yeah, that's the way it's looking at the moment. And anyway, isn't it?
He can be assistant to Linders.
Yeah,
He won't.
why not?
He'll Pochettino will clothesline him on the Wattenbreck Road.
On the way in, is it? On the race up to the front door.
Can you?
Does it
I'll
game?
laugh. If you don't think Pochettino's angling for that Liverpool job with that PSG move, I think you're mad.
Yeah, the fact that United are back in Ole as well is nice. You know, keeps Pochettino
10-year
away from there. Yeah,
Absolutely.
very interesting. Gar, back to you.
I will take. Give me number 5.
Number 5, Sheffield United.
Oh, lovely.
I thought he was going to say fucking Real Madrid there. Someone's going to go, I've had enough of this.
Absolute shocker. Fuck's Sheffield United. Jesus Christ. Kwame's
young player. Ampadu. The Ampadu young player is smashing player.
I mean,
he hasn't played.
Gone. Your midfield is full, so your
Midfield's
Berge would be the player you'd probably out of any of them.
Yeah.
But he's out.
Do you know what I'm going to go? I'm going to take. He was our best player last year. Well, one of our best players last year. I'm going to go with Enda Stevens.
I was going to say it's an easy slot, isn't it, for the left full?
Yeah, I think left
Is your
full.
midfield full?
Yeah, 3 Gav. Yeah.
I thought you would have went Sanderberg.
Yeah, his his midfield, Gallagher, Fernandez.
It would be an ideal in there for Gallagher.
Yeah. But, needs must. You had to go. It's a good.
I'll take that.
It's getting a problem position out as well. Get the fullbacks out of there. They've some decent players getting thrown into the Ollie McBurney. If you need a centre forward that can't pull his socks up, there's O'Connell, the centre back, getting a lot of mention as well. Poor fella's injured, isn't he? John Egan getting injured. They've missed a few players already. At Sheffield, the keeper Ramsdale's getting it. If you want,
you're grand. Keeper, I'd rather have no one in there.
What's the lad at right back that plays with him?
Not Basham, is it? He's a centre back.
No, it's not Basham. It's
Fuck, what's his
He's the
name?
poor lad that slipped at Anfield last season. You remember the long ball from
the ball
Virgin?
went across him.
Yeah, he slipped.
Oh.
Good player. Good player. I
Yeah,
can't
what's
remember his name.
I can't think of his name.
He's decent.
Yeah.
Can't think of it.
Well.
I'm sure someone in the chat will tell you, but he's good.
Yeah, they haven't
memorable.
thrown it in. Yeah, they haven't thrown him in. Yeah, but there's some names getting thrown in. Jaden Bogle getting thrown in.
Yeah, Bogle's
Baldock. Baldock
Sam
is
Baldock,
the,
yeah.
Sam Baldock,
he's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good player.
good player. Him. But Enda Stevens is a good choice. In fairness, to get out of a hole at Sheffield United. So that brings me back to Peter.
26.
26. Unfortunate for you, Pete, I have to say. Borussia Dortmund.
Oh. Okay. Which raises another issue.
Because you want Haaland.
Too fucking right, I do.
Yeah.
Can we play him at right back? No, we can't.
No. I think I'll go with. This is a good one. Maybe the Reina. No, I'll go with.
Some of the names getting thrown in there. There's Haaland, Emre Can. If you want a bit of nostalgia,
Emre Can on principle. No, I'm thinking more. The Reina. The Reina kid.
There's the Hood, Reina. There's Jude Bellingham. There's
Viola.
Guerrero, the left back.
All right.
Guerrero.
Are you reading the squad out?
No.
He's got to pick someone silly in anyway, so we're all right.
No, I need a decent midfield player, so I'll go with Bellingham.
Who?
Young Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham, right.
Good player.
He's versatile.
That midfield's getting overrun.
Oh, easy. The combined age of about 18
11.
so far. Yeah. Not going to lie. I think Gar's midfield are going to pass their way through that. And, Gav's James Ward-Prowse one-man show is going to have
Actually, we'll be giving away imaginary free kicks.
Yeah.
Little Sabutio, man. James Ward-Prowse.
He'd be lucky to get on them in that team. Gav, back to you.
Number 10, please.
Number 10, Chelsea.
Chelsea. Okay.
Kept it a reasonable arger is still there.
Go away. Go fucking
saying.
I will have N'Golo Kante, please.
Jamie bastard.
Such an overrated player these days.
No, not in this midfield the way it's setting up.
He's proper. N'Golo.
You could have gone with Ben Chilwell or Thiago Silva.
I know, but I didn't. I went with N'Golo Kante.
Mason Mount. I tell you, there's so many options there.
No. Kante plays because I have a plan. Yeah, I have a plan.
You don't need other midfielders now. Just need him.
I like a plan. Gar, give us a number.
Give me number 4, Keith, please.
Number 4, Gar.
Burnley. Oh, poor Jesus Christ. Do you know what? Give me Pope.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Or Tarkowski, yeah.
Great
Pope.
No, I'm going Pope all day.
Yeah.
They get you out of a hole there. And you're doing the lads a solid by picking all the shit teams as well. So, fair play. But it's the first goalkeeper off the board, so it's interesting. As I say, some of the crappy teams are gone. There's some good teams left in this now, lads. There's not many bad teams left. I'm just having a quick scour here. I can only really see one.
Right.
So, Gar, your next pick is going to be very Peter, back to you.
It's back to me?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, 3 is there.
3. This isn't the shitty team, Pete. This is Bayern Munich.
Yes.
You fucking bastard.
Manuel Neuer. Good luck overrunning my midfield. We're not getting past the Berlin Wall. Good luck, boys. Neuer.
That's a great shit. It's a great choice, Pete. I'm not going to lie. It's a great choice.
That. Overrun the team if you want. Overrun them. He is there.
Now, Gav, Gav, you've made a couple of dubious picks in your last couple when you've moved away from the hipster selection. So
What are
it's
you talking about?
well, when
Don't
you
you
had
start.
Lautaro and you had Rafinha and Mbappe and
Yeah.
De Ligt, and then you sort of ventured with Tavernier and
Well, hold on.
Kante.
I didn't make them
2021's
choices.
N'Golo Kante, by the way.
You gave me them teams, and I give you a
Yeah,
player
but they're
off
the
them.
players you picked. You could
I
have
know
picked
that.
better. You could have picked.
I couldn't have picked better.
You could have picked strategically
Tavernier
and
gets you a right back, and Kante is a brilliant footballer. So don't be starting.
4 or 5 years ago, he was already
Not
there.
at all. You'd have him at Liverpool tomorrow. Don't be fucking lying. Number 33.
33. Porto.
Porto.
Speaking of hipsters.
Fuck the Unfiltered. Go with Pepe, Gaff. You've got room. Pepe's killing it right now.
He actually is, in fairness.
Second life, he's having
great against Juventus, isn't he?
He's pocketing top centre forwards for fun, and he's an absolute.
He's an animal.
He's doing.
The ultimate shithouse. Thought
I hate
almost
Pepe.
everything he knows.
If he signed for Rangers tomorrow, I just go, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely despise him. And Everton on loan for Christmas.
Yeah. So, Gav, I'll give you a bit of an update. You need a keeper, a fullback.
Yeah, no, I can see what I need.
and a
I have it right in
midfielder.
front of me. I have it right in front of me.
Gav's gone for Grujic.
No, I'm not going for Grujic.
Gotta go Pepe.
Pepe is not a bad shout, but I think there will be
Killing
better
it.
centre halves in there. Who's in goal for Porto?
Victor
They
Ball.
had you got to see us for a while.
Cost Marchesen, isn't it?
I don't know who that bleeding keeper
If you're
is.
asking who, it's not the choice, Gaff.
Yeah.
Malang Sarr plays centre half, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does on loan from Chelsea.
Oh, more than he rent boys in my squad.
Well said.
I'd go hard, man. 38-year-old wall of absolute shithouse, Pepe.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck,
Imagine.
go on, give us Pepe.
It's a good choice. I would have gone as well with your man, the midfielder. What's his name? Sergio Oliveira.
Oliveira.
He's a good
No.
player. He's in the
I'll have
Portuguese
Pepe
team.
because Young De Ligt beside him.
Yeah, it's a good.
happy with that.
It's a tough centre half pairing, Gav. I'm not gonna lie. I like it.
Yeah. I can see a lot of sick notes coming. Like, for example,
Yeah, well, look,
I've only had one
it might stop Keith calling me a hipster.
Well,
I don't even.
Gar
Do you know
started
the thing
and
is,
I
I'm
like
nearly,
it. I
I'm
like
nearly
it.
40 years of age. I don't even know how to be a hipster. I don't even know
I am
what.
40 years of age.
I can't even
I
go
don't-
over here.
I was a hipster.
I don't even know
40
how
hipster.
to. How do you be a hipster? I don't know what it is. You know what I mean?
You wear
Skinny
skinny
jeans.
jeans and grow a
Well,
beard.
listen, the beard maybe, the skinny jeans, which you fucking stop. Not happening down this way. So you can stick your hipster stuff up your hole, to be honest. Right, who's next?
Right, who's next?
Me.
Gar, give me a number. I bet you take the shit team as a model.
100% doing taking the shy. I'm going to go
team left.
unlucky for some, number 13.
No, Leicester.
Leicester.
Great choices in there, by the way.
Yeah, Jesus.
Give me Jamie Vardy.
Yeah. Safe as houses. 25 goals. Thank you very
But
much.
midfield sorted, I would have gone with Madison or
Yeah.
Plans.
I think I think Vardy's for me.
Or young
Getting the
Tielemans.
goals.
Young
I've got
Tielemans.
Grealish creating.
Have
I've
you got a centre
Fernandes.
half?
He's missing
What?
a centre half.
Should have went for Fana
Right back.
or Castagna.
Fana, James Justin. A few
Son
choices
chooses
we could have
good player
gone
as
with.
well.
Yeah. Some
I'm
good
going
choices
Vardy,
in
lads.
there. You're going
Yeah,
Vardy.
Yeah.
The Vardy party for Gar.
Right.
Back to Peter.
I'm going to say, I'm going to get the shit team. I know it. So I'm going to go 31.
31
Gone.
is gone.
John.
Is 30 gone?
No,
It's
40's
not.
good.
Spurs.
Oh, okay.
Good show.
I'm going to go, because you're talking about overrunning midfield, I'm going to go with the most underrated signing of this season, and that's Højbjerg.
Yeah, good player.
Højbjerg. So,
Yes,
you remember
so-
that? Remember earlier on we were talking about overrunning midfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overrun that, boys.
I still
not-
think easily over.
Højbjerg is absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, he's a
I'm
very
just
good
worried
player.
that he's very good positioning, but pace wise, he's not.
Yeah.
But listen, he's a game changer. Jose Mourinho gets the job. Gets
in
a
the
player.
chat. You've got a lot of people going for Højbjerg. You've got Reguilon getting a show.
Yeah.
That's who I was
gonna pick if I got Spurs.
Yeah,
Reguilon.
You've got Son, but I know Pete's front line is gone. So Højbjerg, okay, interesting. It does give you a bit more solidity into that midfield. So it's interesting. What other positions you are left with was the two fullbacks now, Pete. So yeah, Reguilon, Matt Doherty, whoever else, Serge Aurier. I suppose you couldn't really do too much at Spurs. Ben Davis. Our one.
No, I would have taken Reguilon. You know, definitely.
Yeah,
Reguilon's a decent player. You know,
he's good.
He's a good player. And Dombele getting to mention Tanganga there, and who else?
I like Lo Celso at Spurs.
Lo Celso's good.
Yeah, I like Lo Celso.
Party tricks though.
Yeah,
Harry Kane belatedly getting a mention, but the front positions are all taken. So yeah, interesting. So Gav, on to you.
Number 18, please.
Number 18, Barcelona.
Okay. I might surprise you with this. Can I have Ter Stegen?
If you hadn't picked Ter Stegen, I would have been shouting at you.
Good show.
Because you've only got a left back and a midfielder now. There's good midfield players there. Frankie de Jong, Pedri are players you could stick in, but
but I have to get that.
You need a keeper. Yeah, that's it.
Barcelona are absolutely muck, but he's consistently great show.
Yeah, he's a great player. In fairness, he's a bleeding smashing keeper. On to Gar.
There's still that shit team left, yeah.
They're still in there, yeah.
Well, unless he rated Barcelona or Bayern Munich, as it.
I'm gonna go 19.
19's gone.
Gone, is it? Okay, sorry. I didn't mark
now there's some not great teams left in it, but there's one standout.
17, Keto.
17, West Ham.
Oh Jesus Christ.
They're not the bad one. So, Guy, you're looking for a right back, the centre half, and a winger.
And a forward.
Yeah, forward.
Declan Rice, Gar.
Centre half. He's more of a midfielder, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Souček.
No, I can't put in centre. I'm going to go with an off-cuff one here. I'm going to go with Cresswell.
For his delivery of a football.
Cresswell.
Get you a few goals.
Right foot.
So you're going magic hand pick Souček.
Right foot. Cresswell's a left foot. So you're going to imbalance your team by putting Cresswell there.
He's left foot, isn't he? Shit.
Yeah.
What's the right back?
Oh, Kufal is the right back.
Kufal's the right foot, yeah. And then centre halves. You've
got who's the West Ham centre backs these days? Yeah, man that we were getting linked with hasn't played for them in a while. Diop, yeah. Balbuena.
Do we go?
You've also got a wide player as well that you could.
Why would you do that when you go Rice? For me, Rice is better than them all.
Bone, Benrahma.
Bone, Benrahma.
You've got Lanzini. You've got fucking loads.
Can I put Declan Rice in the half?
Yeah, I would.
You can if you want.
Yeah, I think he's the best of either move a position and move for him or go with scraps. So I'll take him over Diop any day.
So Declan Rice. So what you've done is the opposite to what Gav done by teaming up the experienced Pepe alongside the Lick. You've teamed up Declan Rice with Shore. So soft centre at the back there. Nick Pope behind him.
I don't agree.
Shores can look after himself.
You've thrown it all away, Gar. At the end, you didn't say.
I don't agree.
You've wasted Kevin De Bruyne, Jamie Vardy, Grealish, and Bruno Fernandes.
I don't agree. There's a lot of steel at the back there for me, Keith. I don't agree with you.
Shores can look after himself.
Right, who's next? Come on, I have to go home.
Peter. You don't have to go home. You're just probably going on to war.
So is
that as well?
12?
12 is gone.
Anybody pick Onse 11?
11 is
Real
good.
Madrid.
Real.
Yeah.
These are your boys.
And I need a left back.
You need 2 fullbacks, yeah.
So I will pick. I could pick the enemy, Sergio Ramos, because he started off at right back. And if anybody wants to tell me he wouldn't be solid there, we'll have an argument. Or I could pick Marcelo, consistently one of the best left backs.
Who's the left back you have now? The new left back you have?
Ferland Mendy. They've got
yeah, that's it.
a few. Neither of the ones Pete mentioned. Who are you going for, Pete?
I'm going to go with Sergio Ramos at right back.
Sergio Ramos at right back. Okay, we'll let you away with that.
45 today. So probably not a choice to get forward. So people are talking about us not being defensive. He's going to defend. So
yeah,
you're taking that very personally, aren't you? We only said
I always do.
relax.
You know me, I never forget. Memory like an elephant. He's got
a shout out for Gar there, Sergio Garbrian Ramos. After he got the Sergio Ramos shout outrageously one week in the show. No offense, Gar.
Don't let the jealousy hit you, mate.
Yeah, no Sergio Ramos, mate. I'll just leave it at that. So next up is Gav. We're running out of teams, Gav.
Yeah, try not to pick this bad team, but give us number 15.
15 is the bad team. It's Brighton.
Okay, I will have.
A fullback and a midfielder. So
yeah, I'll have Basuma, please.
No. What about Lamberty?
I'll have Basuma.
He has a right back already, so you'd be looking at that big 6'12" fella, Dan Bourne.
Yeah. Basuma will do. That's grand.
That
makes up for the running that N'Golo Kante can't do. So yeah,
will we nick Basuma, Gav? Liverpool?
What?
Will we nick him?
I don't know. I think
we go.
It's not even. I don't even know if it would be money. It all comes down to Wijnaldum, doesn't it? I think if Wijnaldum goes, I think he's trying to bring in 2 midfield for me, because I think Oxlade-Chamberlain leaves, and it's proven that you can't get rid of 2 and bring in 1. Not with the way the season's gone and how available people are. So if Wijnaldum stays, I think he looks for a more attacking player to replace Ox, in my opinion. If Wijnaldum goes, I think Basuma might be in the running. But I think he could do 2. I think the one that they look at in a big way, regardless of what goes on, is Hassan Mawar. So
I think I'd be surprised if that's done, lads. You know that?
Yeah, and I think it's probably as cheap as Basuma. That's the problem, you know. I think Premier League deals are very hard to get. Big shout to Avi of this parish thrown in a super chat with a shout out to P.
Legend. By the way, the pods that he's been on have been great. I mean, is there anything that he doesn't know about European football? He's giving you a run for your money, Keith.
He's the man of the people. He's the man of the people.
Sure, he's just sitting in the sun. He's sitting in the fucking sun all day reading about football. Doesn't even
drinking gin and reading about football.
Yeah.
Modeling his life on Grizz Car.
I'm only messing. He's a good lad. He's a very good lad.
A great addition to the team. So next up, who have we got? Gar.
Short numbers now, are we?
So what's left is 23, 25, 29 and 32.
23.
Milan.
This is the first team I thought of today, and the same straight away. I was like, I'm definitely picking him if I get him.
Donnarumma.
Yeah, 100%.
I've a right full and a centre forward here to get.
Yeah.
Wide forward or
Yeah, you go with Zlatan, Gav, would you?
Who's your front two at the moment?
He's got Vardy and Jack Grealish.
Oh, you just play Grealish off then too, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You got your man Leao as well, haven't you?
Rafael Leao, yeah. He's only a young lad. He's good.
The lot plays right full for them, doesn't he?
Yeah. So I mean, you've your options at the back are probably great. On book shown in Teo Hernandez, but he's a left full, great player.
Left full, isn't he?
Played deadly for them this season.
Yeah.
There
is one show. It could be disjointing things here. Tamori has been really good for them this season.
Yeah,
Tamori has been really good
on loan.
Yeah,
strong boy.
I'm gonna go out on it, and I think there's a better team in there with another forward, so I'm gonna put the Tomori into me back four.
It's controversial. It's controversial ignoring Ibrahimovic.
I'm not picking Zlatan.
Back four. It's a patch.
I'm not picking Zlatan. I think there's a better forward in there from.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at the teams that are left, you may be right. Tomori
And Shores can play right full as well, lads. Don't forget.
Yeah, Tomori's quick as well, so you wouldn't mind him there. No, it's an unbalanced team. You went so well from your midfield.
I'm gonna switch Shores with Tomori from because Shores has played a right full for Ajax. So.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's decent show.
That's fine. Back to Peter. So I'll just give you a brief, lads. There's two good teams and an average team. Some might say a shy team.
Right.
So, numbers 25 left?
Yeah, 25 is left.
Yeah.
So 25, 29 and 32.
25.
Atletico.
Oh.
And you've got a fullback.
I need a left full. I need a left full. So I'm trying to think of.
Does your man still play for them? That played for Chelsea.
For Luis Felipe.
No. Felipe
might do.
He's not in the squad though, is he? He's not doing well. And
is he contracted to him? That's it. That's all you need.
Your man, good. Renan Laudo is a decent player at left back, but
yeah, but what about can Jimenez play left back?
Look, if you want to go with a Bladen Bolton-esque 4 centre back lineup,
it's a strange one. And Savage is an out and out centre half. Jimenez. I've no choice. I have to pick. So Felipe is there. So
no, Felipe is not there anymore. He's gone.
He is, isn't he?
He's gone back to Brazil, isn't he?
He's in Brazil. He's playing with Sao Paulo, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So that rules that out. I don't want to pick Lodi. I'll go Jimenez.
Jimenez. Big fan of Jimenez.
Right, so 29 and 32 left.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So what are you saying? There's one average team and one good team left?
Well, I suppose it all depends on your positional needs. So yeah,
okay.
there's one English team and one European team. Put it that way.
Okay, I will have...
definitely gets the European team.
Oh, I'm definitely getting... I don't know. I'll get the average one, I'd say. Give us number... Give us 29.
RB Leipzig.
Oh, fuck. Who's that left back? It's your man that used to be with City, isn't it?
City,
Angelino.
Yeah. Not a bad show.
Yeah,
I would have preferred him. Great going forward.
Angelino, Pepe, De Ligt, and Tavernier.
That's not bad.
Ter Stegen, Kante, Ward, Prowse, Basuma, Rafinha, Lautaro Martinez, Kylian Mbappe. Best of luck, boys.
Good luck with that. Yeah. We'll move on. So, Gar, that leaves you with the Everton.
Oh, lovely. Dominic Calvert-Lewin all day.
Really?
On the wing.
Instead of Zlatan.
He's younger, getting more years out of him.
There's better forwards out there.
I'm going with the younger one. Thanks
I can see the headline now in the Mirror. Ibrahimovic gutted to be overlooked.
He'll probably tweet us about this. He's not going to lie. He takes these things personally.
Yeah, he is going to take it personally.
Right. So, lads, what we're going to do, right? You've each got a question, right, in the Super Duper quiz. Mm-hmm. So, you all have an option to remove a player from another team. One player from one other team.
Okay.
So, Peter, you're first.
Okay. I don't know what the teams are.
So I'm going to run through them. So
no. Why are you running through them?
Yeah,
I need to run through for everyone.
No. This should be.
All right, well, there you go. Fair enough. Pay attention.
Okay. Right then. I will take.
Know who the big players are.
I will take Kevin De Bruyne.
Is that switching? Are you swapping?
And I will give you Lukeman in exchange.
You can't give me a player who plays
Yeah.
out of position into that. I'm not having
Well,
that.
he has
That's
him
the
in there,
rules.
so that's what you're getting.
That's the rules.
He's taking one of his
Horseshit.
midfield men and giving you one of his midfield men.
And I don't mind what you do in terms of Virgil van Dijk, because I know you've both got good centre halves.
Yeah, we'll just take fucking De Bruyne back. Next up is Gav. Sorry, Gav. You got one right as well. So you now have the power to swap a player from one of the other two teams.
I will give Pepe, and I will take Virgil van Dijk.
What a
That's
shame.
fine.
What a shame.
I cannot believe Tavernier
Pepe,
survived
how many European Cup winning medals has Pepe got?
I don't give a fuck what he has.
How many points has he got in the pocket?
European Cup being
I'll take a Pepe challenge against anyone in the world. I'll take Pepe.
And finally, Gar, you have a choice now.
I'm taking De Bruyne back and giving him back Lookman.
I can't do that.
You can't
Of course you
do
can.
Of course you can.
It's ridiculous.
How about that? How do you like those apples?
And you know what the gas thing is? Is that it finalised now?
No. We've got one more question.
Ah, this is bollocks.
Now listen, there's only going to be one answer on this. Well, there's not going to be a right answer on this, but it's going to be the closest to gets a final pick to change a player.
Right, so can we write it down, because then we don't have people saying, "Oh, I got one less than you" and stuff like that. You can write it down and show it to your camera.
Good idea.
Okay.
Great choice. Yeah,
Yeah,
great
good
choice. Right.
Right.
The 1970 World Cup final between Brazil and Italy. Brazil 4, Italy 1. One of the great iconic games of football history was played in the Azteca Stadium in Mexico. What was the attendance of the final? Write it down, and the nearest to it.
You asked this before. You asked
No, we
this
didn't.
before.
I didn't, but I probably might have asked something similar. But
Remember we asked one to Phil, and he was able to tell us the exact attendance of Ireland against Holland in Orlando in '94 was absolutely
Exact.
Yeah,
exact.
Exact,
It was ridiculous.
that was when we were doing the World Cup reviews. Yeah,
The Azteca, massive stadium, wasn't it?
Aztec is huge.
Okay.
let me know when you all have a number out down.
I'm writing mine now. Yeah.
How big?
Standing was allowed, I presume.
Mine's ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, Peter, what have you got?
130,000.
130,000 even.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bigger, isn't it?
Gav. Sorry, Gav.
74,764.
Really?
Yeah.
It's much bigger, lads.
Gar.
I'm nearly sure it's nearly 170, isn't it? But I'm going with 159,500.
160,000 in a stadium in Mexico.
It's a huge. It's a huge.
Yeah.
The actual attendance was
It's 180 or something, is it?
107,412. So the
170.
closest to that was Peter. I think. Hold on, let me just double check. This could be Toy.
No, he
It
is
is.
closest. 130. He's 28. He's
Yeah, but Gav,
22,000
you're
off.
bleeding.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
30.
yeah, you're-
I'm 33 off.
Yeah. So Pete, you've won that. So what you can do now, Pete, is you can swap a player off each of their
De
teams.
Bruyne for Lookman.
I will take De Bruyne back in place of Lookman, and I will take. Let's
No,
say,
that's it. You've
He
done
He
it.
could
gets
have
one off each of your teams. He gets one off
And I will
yours as
take-
well.
and I will take. I'm feeling ungenerous. I will take Virgil van Dijk back in place of Jamal
Off each
Lascelles.
team.
Yeah.
Jamal Lascelles. For
He
Virgil van
Googled
Dijk.
that. He was looking down to the left hand side. His phone's down there.
I swear to God, I would have just said 100,000.
Yeah.
Absolute chancer.
So you're taking Virgil for Jamal Lascelles. Right.
Yeah.
So final rundown of the teams now. Peter, Manuel Neuer in goal. You have a
Yeah,
back four of Sergio Ramos, Pepe, Virgil van Dijk, and Jose Jimenez. Fucking
Good.
brick wall.
Like that.
You've got a midfield of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Jude Bellingham, and Let me see. At the moment,
Kevin De Bruyne.
oh, Kevin De
Bruyne.
Bruyne. Yeah, I forgot you got him back. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. You've done well there. And you've got a front three of Aubameyang, Neto, and Zaha. There's flaws. There's a few holes in the team, but
One at
hard
the back.
to score against.
Major flaws. Aubameyang's not turning up for the match.
Major flaws.
Yeah.
Look at that back four.
Yeah, I do think your front line is.
I didn't know.
probably,
I didn't know you got fucking off each fella.
Yeah, that's. Would you guess better if you'd have known that?
I would have put more effort in, yeah, because I knew he was. I knew he was going to take Lookman over De Bruyne all day.
Virgil van Dijk and Pepe.
Yeah, you've done well there, Peter.
I'm grand. Go on,
Gav is
move on.
going with Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. James Tavernier, who surprisingly wasn't transferred at any stage.
Plays for Rangers.
Angelino
Fuck
at the
who he plays for.
fullbacks are nice. You've got Matthias de Ligt and Jamal Lascelles at centre back. You've got N'Golo Kante, Yves Bissouma, James Ward-Prowse in your midfield, and you've got a front three which is still tasty. Can't believe no one took Mbappe on you.
Yeah, I know.
Of Rafinha, Mbappe, and Lautaro Martinez. And Gar
That's a
finally.
whopper team.
Gar, I think you've been the big loser of this whole situation between picking all the gash teams and then getting absolutely plummeted at the end. You've got Nick Pope in goal, 6'7", big lad, always does well against Liverpool, but pity doesn't know Liverpool
busy
forwards
today.
on the other teams. You've got a back four of Enda Stevens, Per Shores at fullback, Declan Rice and Fuboki Tomori at centre back.
God, it's gone horribly wrong here.
You've got Conor Gallagher protecting the shield in that back. Before in front of that is where it starts getting interesting. You've got Bruno Fernandes and Ademola Lookman, and you've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jamie Vardy, and Jack Grealish. Now, the only saving grace you have is Grealish could tuck back into that midfield.
But hold on. You can't tuck anywhere because it's 4-3-3.
No, in fantasy world he can. You know, if he's trying to if he wants to sleep
but
at
this
that
isn't
night, he
fantasy
can
world.
say.
I've got a left winger. I've got a left winger playing fucking centre mid.
So
I know this game doesn't know this game because he's fucking stunk the gaff out putting the left winger in centre mid.
And it's worked out great for him.
This game. I haven't a fucking clue about this game.
Hold on a minute. He's ended up with Kevin De Bruyne, so I think he knows something.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He cheated. He looked at his phone on the left-hand side. You can clearly see it.
He's turned Ademola Lookman into Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh,
so
stop.
I'm not going to lie. I think you're going to need to start canvassing for votes on this.
You need to tell Grizz you love him, so you do a tweet for you.
You need to get Grizz as your campaign manager on this. But we will put the three teams out in a 4-3-3 formation. And, you know, good luck to Gar on it. I think the other two boys have got certainly strong teams, but do have holes in it. I think Gar might get the sympathy vote here and could be the dark horse. So, as own books, I give Gar, Shane Long, Philip Billing, and Gordon Pandev for the bench. Some stalwarts of the Daytrippers chat.
Pandev all day, yeah.
Right.
Take Pandev and put him in net. Pete will take Pandev and put him in net.
And give you back.
I didn't end up with Luke, mate.
That was pure luck. Absolute pure luck. You didn't know that was happening.
As Freeworld said, look, we got passed around like a spliff.
Poor Ademola.
Oh,
He's a
stop.
good player, good lad, just maybe not in centre mid. But anyway, it's been a bit of crack. We've just been
Has
going
been.
like that. It's just gotten on doing the drafts. They're a bit of fun for ourselves, and hopefully people enjoy listening and looking back at them.
Oh, you know what? Dan J has it. He says if Gar does a tweet saying we're signing our, he'll get the votes easy. That's what Grizz does.
That's it. Yeah.
Like Grizz literally picks anyone he feels like it, and then just says, "Vote for me, and I'll tell you something," and they all just vote for him.
So that's it. So Gar, what you need to do is do a mix of Grizz and Andy. Put the sirens that Andy
Sirens
does,
on.
and then see what the vote plays for more information. And then the information can be, no, we're not signing them. But anyway, lads, that's been it. Thanks very much for joining me for the quiz, or for the draft. Sorry, not the quiz, the draft. It's been a bit of crack, as we said, and interest in how the teams. They're never as straightforward as they do seem. Gav actually encouraged me to be a bit of a bastard in that. So
you have to be, don't you? Like, you have to throw in some oddballs at the end, because then people get upset, i.e. Gar, and then some people get excited, i.e. IEP. But that's how they work. You could do a straightforward draft and everything, but when you have that bit at the end, but that's the last draft or quiz for a while. I think we're back to normal now.
Can we have a show about who this Gallagher person is?
At West Brom, he's on loan in Chelsea, I think. I really like him.
Is he captain, Gar? Is he your captain?
Gav likes him, and that's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah, no, I do. Anytime I've seen him play for West Brom,
I've seen him do the job, so I want to pick him. And then you look at everybody else's team, and you're like,
it's how the balls fall. It's how the balls fall. He was.
It is. But we're back.
Teams.
We're back to normal now.
The plan? Yeah, what's the plan for the week?
Tomorrow is the midweek fix. Myself, Jamie, and two other guests that are going to be confirmed tomorrow. And the title of that show is The Greatest. So you'll like that. You'll really like that. Thursday night is Carnage with Grizz, and he has got Avi with him, and he has two Arsenal guests, which we'll really, really like.
Good.
Obviously looking forward to the weekend. Friday is the Friday forecast with Chris. I think Avi's on. Pete Selby, the Leicester fan, is on, and Conan, the Villa fan, who was on with us a couple of weeks, was really good.
Really good.
They're going to be previewing the weekend. They're going to have a few extra bits thrown in as well, which is always good. And then, of course, the Fatback 4 is back on Sunday, so we're back to football. We're putting these drafts and quizzes on the shelf for a little while, but they've been really enjoyable over the last 2 weeks, I have to say.
Yeah, it's something to get us by, isn't it? So look, we'll leave it there. We let everyone get off to bed, or Warzone, or whatever it is they're going to do.
Pew pew.
Warzone indeed, pew pew all the way. So look, lads, once again, thanks for joining me. I've been the host, Keith. We've been the Daytrippers, and we'll see you all again soon.